is there any alternative material which is going to provide the same activity only? Do you have that? Have you observed? Maybe 20 years before, they used steel and aluminum. At that time, the remaining materials may not be that much popular. Maybe in the last 20 years, the remaining materials case, there are a number of tests are happened. For steel, alternative is there. For aluminum, alternative is there. Something like. Okay. So, next, fuel. Olden days, the people are using some rocket started with the fuel. Are same fuel only, now we require to continue. Array, n number of variants came into the picture. Why we require to do that? Assume that if material is really cost, then we have to ask, yes, is there any alternative? Or why we are following this? Why we should follow this material only? Do you have any alternative? What is the basic truth behind that? Is it physics or is it alternative? Something like, sir, which parts is really the parts are very costly? Yes, engine is very costly. Okay. Divide again into the engine. To build engine, which things are required? To build engine, which things are required? Now, is the material is the costly or the engine build process is the costly? If the material is the costly, okay, why you should use that material only? Do you have any alternative material? Our engine process is the very costly. Building the engine process is the costly. Then why should use that design only? Why don't you use alternative design? Can you please think for alternative design? I want to reduce cost of this design, but the same benefit I require to get. If it is the physics, if the physics is telling you should follow this one only, oh, follow, don't touch. If the physics is not there, just only belief, then don't accept. Have you observed, right? So next, even process. If there is a cost in process, then automatically like. So you have to break the problem into small problems. You require to ask why. Why rocket is the costly? Which part, because of which part it is the costly? Because of process, because of material. If because of material, if it is the costly, then automatically why you require to use that material only? Is there any funda? Is there any basic rule? Compulsory we should use that. Physics is there behind. Like we require to check. Okay. So now which part or what parts what part eats more money? Either material or making. So it's a very clear. Now, sir, this is clearly we got outcome from this. Okay, because the materials are not that much costly, maybe process is the costly. Next, step number 2. Step number 2. Question old beliefs. Yes, this is the very important. After dividing into that, question old beliefs. Old belief 1. Old belief 1. So, take very special care. How many people aware in the olden days, just before SpaceX came into the picture, rocket once we are using, that rocket is one time use only. Multiple times we can't use. We won't use. Okay, this we won't, just like aeroplane we can't use. Now, so first question is, rocket can be used only once? Rocket can be used only once. Yes, correct. Because up to that is the. Now, why not reuse? Why not reuse it like an airplane? Yeah. Observe this small question automatically reduces cost of the rocket. Hey, just think, boss, all the parts by default will be gone once we use the rocket. It can't be. It can't be. No, we have to replace the items so that we can use multiple times. We can use multiple times. Is there any such type of thing? If the same rocket can be used multiple times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, the biggest advantage what we are going to get, cost of the rocket is going to be down. Okay, like a first belief. Why we require to use rocket only once? A rocket can be used only once, just like aeroplane we can use multiple times. Why? Why not? Why not? Okay. Must use, must use very costly material. Must use very costly metal. Must use very costly metal because very speed, next very heat will be there. So compulsory we require to bear that. That's why very costly material. Okay, we require to use. Here, why not use stainless steel? Why not use stainless steel, which is strong plus cheaper? Which is strong plus cheaper. Why not use? Why not use? Next, engines. Engines must have thousands, thousands of small parts. Engines must have thousands of small parts. Okay, to prepare these parts, to assemble these parts, to prepare engine, it's a costly like. But now these days, 3D print came to the picture. Even houses also, buildings also constructed by using 3D print. Okay, 3D print came into the picture. Okay, all the parts somewhere else we are going to prepare. Just we will arrange as per 3D print. Just within a week the building is ready. Within a day the building is ready. Something like a new technology came into the picture. Okay, like now why not 3D print? Why not 3D print some parts?